inventory, or inventory. How do you pronounce it? Welcome back to Backpack Hero. Last time we had a very smooth playthrough as Toad on Hard Mode 5. With her new items and everything and the rework, I mean, we had a very easy time, even though I think those shivs are still kind of broken. This time, we'll be playing as Pochette, who is currently the hardest character in the game as far as I'm concerned. She's raised in the dungeon by a family of hermit crabs. You heard that right. She's a functional member of society. What's your excuse? She is more comfortable with her pets than with strangers. Let's go ahead and get started. This, of course, will be another Hard Mode 5. This is the first time I've done this as Pochette. She has negative 25 health. Enemies have 50% more. There's less items after the battles. And there's also, well, there's the equal number of items. It's just you can't take as many. And there's also less in chests. Also, our luck is terrible, so we're going to find a lot more commons and uncommons than legendaries and rares. Now, you may be saying, Lethal, these look like the same things for God's person. You would not be wrong. They, in fact, are the same exact things. We need to get our first level before we can actually see the difference. Also, one thing I did mention before is I kind of hate the default sprite for Pochette here for one reason, and it's this right here. It's the same color as her head, and it makes me think that those are little dangling legs, and I cannot unsee it. It's like her real legs are behind the life bar here. But as far as I'm concerned, she's just got very long arms, and she is levitating with a backpack behind her. That's my problem, you don't have to worry about, but that's what it is. What are you? 2 hermit crabs. Well, you were raised by hermit crabs, it's time to take revenge. This is what you get for giving me birth. Also, this is a terrible first turn. They have so much health, or so many shields. Let's just go ahead and block this turn. I'll have fewer shields this turn. Still 11 damage coming in. Let's go ahead. Whap, whap, whap. We only have 5 health, by the way, so it's kind of terrible, all things considered. Let's be very careful here, Lethal. Let's go ahead and block so we do not perish. Very important. This is why I sort of said that Pochette is the hardest current character, because it's very easy for her to be just smothered in the crib. And that goes on for at least the first couple of floors. Now for the thing that sets her apart from everyone else. Her pets. We have Weston here. Come on, you animals, you want to live forever? He's got 14 health. Each turn he gives friendlies 2 rage, which is pretty neat, but he takes 2 energy to place on the field because he is such a chonker, or something to that effect. And that's important. It's all about energy economy with Pochette. Speaking of which, we also have Kiki here. Looks better than she did as a grub because now she's some kind of butterfly moth thing. She starts with 2 energy. You'll note that Weston does not start with 2 energy. And she only costs 1 energy to summon. That's not too bad. And she's also got 14 health. We have Tiny here. He's got small claws, big temper. I don't know, his whole head is a claw. He starts with 1 energy, and he gives 2 rage to self. That's kind of neat. It's kind of neat. It has 20 HP. It's not the worst. But most of these pets kind of suck. So we'll see how this goes. We're going to take Kiki here because she starts with 2 energy. So again, for energy economy, she's the right choice. I spend 1 and I get 2. Also, one thing I haven't really noted is each one of these pets has their own backpack, because of course they do. This one has 8 spaces, which is very typical. This guy's only got 5, which is terrible. Kiki has, looks like 8. That's also a very nice arrangement for what she will be doing. Let's go ahead and take that. Hey, speaking of what you will be doing, you'll be doing that. We'll be throwing this into the garbage. Very good. Well, at least that's some good news. Let's go over here and see what else we can find. Yeah, those will help in these first areas. They'll be fine. You don't have to hold these 2 yet. In fact, I'm just going to hold on to that. You can go ahead and throw this poison at them. Consumables are really good. Also, I didn't really go on to these last time. These just give you a vision of what the boss will be at the 3rd floor, or whatever the next 3rd floor, you know, is. This one is the Rude Rooster, which is actually not the worst. We'll have to get some good damage before we encounter him. Oh, a curse for a rare item. I will take a curse. We got. Piece of garbage. Oh, there's actually 2 things there. Neat. I'm just gonna take the 2 damage. It's not like I'm gonna die, right? You can go ahead and take this. 1 second. Lethal's gonna do some inventory here. We have a cutting board here for each. Hey, actually, that's pretty good for you right now. We'll go ahead and slap that right there so you can use that immediately. Fortunately, this piece of garbage is going to limit the things I can do, but I want that money. Gotta have that money. So how is Lethal gonna get the money? Kiki can't hold it, so that means I gotta make you hold this. Let's see, how can I, here we go. Maybe. I know there's a way. I can make the pieces fit. You hear the song, right? If this thing just wasn't such a chunker, I can only use this once a turn, which is not the worst thing, but I would like everything, you know? I can't have everything. Alright, well, you're gonna be really good for this next battle, man. Man, come on. But money. Money's important. Okay, Lethal's making the hard decisions. We'll make this next battle much more difficult for ourselves. We have a muskrat brigand and a bearded dragon, a couple of green snails. I'm going to take on these snails. They don't really have a whole lot in the blocking department, so let's go ahead and summon Kiki. Here she is. Isn't she beautiful? Starts with 2 energy, so we can block, and we're going to have to block again to mitigate all that damage, or it can make you just take it. You can also attack. Let's go ahead and have you throw this on somebody. That's going to take 1 of my energy. Go ahead and use that. Now, that's one problem with our current selection. Is like if you were holding that, I could actually attack again. One thing that's nice though is your pets can also use Pochette's energy. Don't ask how that symbiosis works. It's not important. Just know that it does. So I would like you to whack on things for us, because I do need these people to die. You're going to take some damage, which I know is unfortunate for you. But this first turn is very important, because next turn you don't get any energy, because you're just, well, embarrassing. We'll go ahead and just say it that way. You're embarrassing. Let's go take out you. It's only 7. Let's keep whacking on them. There we go. Good, good. So these pets are effectively their own little backpack storage things that you have to summon. In the beginning, this is very, very painful. But near the end, it can be very powerful. And hopefully we get to that point. Now let's go ahead and whack you with everything we got. What kind of curse you got? Let's see. Adjacent weapons do poison to self. 3 damage. I cannot take 3 damage. We're going to go ahead and set that there. You can also put those on pets, and the pets can take the curse damage, which is fabulous. But they can't take the curse damage like, you know, if you just want to skip the curse. It has to be like, it'll do 5 damage if you use this. It's that sort of thing. Anyway, go ahead and keep on task here and keep kicking ass. There you go. He's got the poison sickness. He survived, but only because of his damn regeneration. Okay, we made it through another one, people. Alright, let's start making this larger. That is a really bad hand, man. Let's see. What am I going to do here to make this work? We have another one of these I could possibly make work. We have this I can easily transport over to her. Of course, that will do damage. They'll poison her. That wouldn't be bad if we used it on, like, the last turn. How much does that cost? 2 G's. That thing's going to be in our backpack for a while. I want to kind of get this because it would be nice to have some clothing. Again, energy very important on this. So if I got to a forge and put energy on clothing, that'd be huge. And all of these are terrible. Just terrible. I can only pick one of these. What do I want to pick? I really, you know, I should probably pick up this. That way that sword's just a little more powerful. Do I want to put that in my backpack now? I suppose I could. Put that there. Go ahead and take this and put it here. Just because I want you to use your energy sword for that. Although it really is more advantageous to have weapons on the bugs. It really doesn't matter in the end. You know what? I've changed my mind. You're taking this back. Back. Alright. Anyway, enough mulling over that stuff. Let's get on with it. Should probably get health. Let's go get some health. I'm down to 60% of what I originally had. Alright, I probably just want to scare you off, only because normally I would like to get all of your experience, but you're not really worth it right now. Not with all the pain and misery coming my way. Let's go ahead and do you one of these. Let's go ahead and it's going to take us a little longer to actually kill him. This is one bug with the current system. It just did that so I could be proven wrong. Sometimes you can't click on things unless it's higher up on the actual sprite here. I'm not sure why that is. It's just sort of dumb. Let's go ahead and use that. Let's go ahead and whack him with that. You're going to be on fire. I'm sure it'll work itself out, or it won't, and you'll die. Use the weapon. Come on. There she goes. All right, 2 more of these. He'll get whacked, and then he'll just skedaddle. There we go. We are still alive. That's the important part. We need to live long enough to actually be successful. We have a brick, which is pretty nice. We'll take that. Anything else? And you're like, lethal, it's just a brick. It's just one block. Don't worry. I've learned how structures can be really good. We'll see if the stars align for that to actually happen. Let's continue. First, we have to survive that long. Okay, there's some free stuff right there. Speaking of free stuff, oh, something apparently saw us down there. Is coming to eat my brains. Let's see if I can find something that can maybe ward it off. That thing can destroy curses. That's not bad. They just have to be adjacent to it. That's a pearl. That's not bad either. Okay, well, that's one thing I can get. Let's get this. That's that thing. Perfect. Okay, everything's coming up Millhouse now. So we can use this to easily get rid of that. This guy is another legendary again, but whenever it's just next to a curse, you can destroy it for 1 energy, which this one's 2. It's a real bastard. This one, of course, gives you more damage to things that are 2 away. So I'll take this, and I'll put this here, and you'll be like, oh my god, now it's going and doing 12 damage. That's a huge, change. And then we also have this thing, which gives things, +3 for combat. Is there any way you can fit that one on there? Not especially. Now let's add a little tiny shield. That's not going to be really beneficial to me. I mean, making that more powerful. So you can go ahead and keep this. It's all yours. And we'll go ahead and put that there. So we're doing 12 damage again. And we'll continue. Because something's coming to kill me. At least as far as I heard. Anything good in here? We have a couple of axes. We'll go ahead and take that one. We'll go ahead and throw that to the side. Take one of those for me. And then we'll square up and see what's coming our way. Sable. A bunch of snails. I hate all these groups a lot. I hate sables because they do a lot of damage. Sables are fierce predators, by the way. We have to attack 3 times. I'm doing 13 damage. They say it's just like that. How are we gonna live through this turn? That's the ultimate question. Alright, let's go ahead and block. You can take some damage, so let's see if we can't make this work. You've got 52 health. You've got 75. I kind of want you to die first, but man, we do not have a whole lot of power out there. Even though we are doing, we can do 36 with our remaining energy here, plus the 2 of those. This thing's kind of taking up space now, although I do like the poison. Alright, so we have 36, and then we have 5 there, and we have 5 here. 46 altogether. We can kill you next turn. But this turn we have to kind of, survive. It's important, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and throw one of these at you. Let's go ahead and you're gonna take the damage, lethal. You probably will get a level here. Sure, we'll take some damage here and see if everything works out. He said. I need to also take that damage too. That's 20. That's 25. You would survive that. Not with much, but you would survive that. Do I want to take another whack at him? Let's take another whack at him. Fuck it. Always the best attitude. You're down to 3 health. I have more health than you now, Kiki. She's all, oh my god. So now 21 damage coming our way. Sir, I need you to perish. It's very important you understand. He's gonna get 8. It might be best to actually just wait out this turn. He did heal the guy behind him. What the hell ever. No one cares. There we go. We can take care of that healing there. That's not a problem. Now, I need you to survive, okay? I need to survive, too. Very important. That's going to do 12. That's enough to kill you. Good. Then we'll just block once more. Okay. Everything's starting to, you know, level out. It's getting a little dicey there. In fact, it was getting extremely dicey. I'm really still worried about that thing that is just lumbering our way, and I don't know what it is. We have, what is that, 19 damage? Thankfully, we do have these hatchets. That was a good pickup. We're going to have to go all out sooner or later here, though, because he's just going to, you know, go crazy bananas. We still have 50 health to drill through on this son of a bitch. Like, some of these pickups are really good. The pearl and whatnot. We have to use all of our stuff just to block this series of attacks. This is why I hate Sables, man. They're just so powerful. Alright, got 46 damage. Just enough to save Christmas, everybody. Whew. Fantastic. And this is what I was hoping for. We're going to get another backpack / pet. So we have Lenny here, who is different from all the other pets in that he is summoned by a magic. And I do like him. It's just we don't have any magic right now, which is unfortunate. You know, that would be great. I might still pick him up. We also have Blinky here, who's not too bad. Energy pulses in his tail for undisclosed reasons. You cannot believe your eyes. Oh my god. And then we also have the Big Dinky, who starts with 2 energy, has 16 health. You rang, he asks. And no, we did not. You are one of the worst pets in the game. Even though you do have a massive backpack. If you wanted 12 spaces, this is the shipping container you need in pet form. This guy's also got 8. And Blinky also has 8. So we're going to go with blinkers here. Why don't you take this? And you'll take this for now. You can take... Nope. Give it back. I have to put him in my backpack. That's one thing to keep in mind. We'll keep that over here. I'm probably going to put that curse on mine. And if we somehow find a way to block, we will. We're going to actually put Blinky out front. How many health points you had? You had 12. That's more than everyone else. Oh, go back there. I'm not done doing my inventory. It's kind of awkward switching between these pets, by the way. As you might imagine. Alright, so let's go ahead and figure out our things here. I think you can still be our attacker. I think you still have that role on the team. In fact, that might be your sole role at this point. Let's go ahead and give you that. Let's see, switch back to Kiki. You can take this too. Now you're armed to the teeth. The teeth? The teeth. Gonna put that there. Is there any way I can make that affect the knife too? Probably not. Oh well. Let's go and bring you out. You can have this. In fact, I want you to hold on to both of these. Although I'm sure there's a way I could make at least that hit both. Because it floats, it makes it difficult. Nah, screw it. Go ahead and put that there. Blinky, you hold on to this. Doesn't really matter where these hatches go. They're great, though. If we can get some rage on your weapons, Kiki, we're going to be in a good place. Let's go ahead and have you hold this. You can destroy that curse if you have some energy, or I have some energy. We'll see where the road takes us, just like this always goes. This is a very dicey playthrough. Why don't you hold on to this too? Why not? That could actually be pretty good. We'll see how that works out. Anyway, enough choosing and agonizing. We have more to do. We have another structure piece, which is cool. More free damage, which is nice, and also great luck is fantastic. I think I'm going to take this damaged knife only because I'd like to survive another combat or two. And that gives me 3 free attacks, which, oh, shit. Apparently the big bad was underneath this sucker. That took me by surprise. You need to go out first. It's important to, you know, summon these people in the right format. You can reorder them later by dragging them. But, yeah, it has... There can be problems. Let's go ahead and do this. You're going to have 16. There's currently... Let's see, that is 11 plus 7, 18. You're going to take 2 damage. You'll probably survive, and if you don't, well, it's been great knowing you, friendo. Let's go ahead and kill this guy. There you go. First blood. We're already getting much more powerful. You gotta ramp up quickly in this. Whew. Alright, I'm feeling a lot better now. Let's go back to you. Have you block. And let's go ahead and have you get rid of that curse also while we're here. Or do we? Is the curse necessary at this point? No. Don't worry about the curse right now. Both of these guys are actually... Well, you have an energy every turn, so you're actually pretty great. Kiki, you're now garbage. But you already knew that. Do a couple of these. That's enough to block that. Let's go ahead and use this multiple times. There we go. Alright. Feels good. Feels good. So let's go ahead and we'll survive that pretty handily. I would like to take this turn to get rid of this. Now that it's gone, and now we'll go ahead and whap you with these. Take that damage. And now we'll dispatch you. And everything will be sunshine and rainbow kittens. Think I'm gonna take that citrine. Make this stupid, shitty little sword just a little better. That's what we're doing. It's like, we're living on a prayer and a wooden sword right now. I told you, this stuff is really terrible as these. I want to get over there. What is in our way? A rabbit and a shitty raccoon. Okay, well, that's not a big problem. Do we have a whole lot of room? I got a 4 space. You got a 1 space, and you got a no space. What you got in the box? There's an asshole in the box. I hate when that happens. Ever open a box and there's an asshole in it? It's a constant problem for me. Alright, let's go and block you twice. And have you start whapping. Now with our 15 damage. Feel a lot more confident in this playthrough. Oh my god. Now we can just run over bullshit crabs. Oh, that's pretty nice. So Wizard's Robe, in case you are not familiar, does 2 block, but it also just gives your mana network 2 free mana bucks every turn. It's superb. Is there any way I can store you on somebody else? Not especially on you. What about Kiki? I mean, I could do one of those. I would like to keep both of these so we can fill both of them up. Maybe we'll get like Lenny or something similar next turn. You take the other one. You hold on to this. There you go. No, everyone can take a whack at him. See? Inclusivity. Everyone's invited. Alright, let's go and continue. We have the rabbit and the robber raccoon, which I'm really not concerned with, compared to a lot of the other stuff we've dealt with. Summon. Summon. Be very conscious of who you're summoning. Alright, that's enough to block that. He's just gonna steal things, so we're just gonna whoop his ass. Because that's what we do here. I got 1 more energy. I could use that to whap him, or I could use it to whap you. You're gonna get 15. It'd be best if we could give you some poison this turn, actually. Why don't we do that? You're still good, right? There you go. We'll get the raccoon next turn. He's not a big problem. I'll just throw an axe at him. So I'm gonna get away. Not so fast there, kiddo. I should. Oh, I have armor. Damn it. I 5D chested myself. Hate when that happens. Let's go ahead and block twice. And as far as you're concerned, you're like, I have 15 shields. Well, guess what? We do 15 damage with this wooden sword nowadays. It's not your grandmother's wooden sword. You take a little more damage from the poison. That's good. Let's whap you with that. Maybe I should exchange that on my side. I should probably do that. Give you 2 hatchets. Alright, anyway. Let's not get too pissy here. Let's go ahead and start kicking your ass. There we go. Easy peasy. Let's go ahead and get some more space. This wise, I can only get... That's one other thing with Pochette here. We can only get 2 now. It's like we've gone up to level 3. And now we're reduced to getting 2 spaces. It's kind of terrible. Alright. Can we make ourselves better with any of this? They're not super great. That would give you 2 more blocks for 2 spaces. That's kind of garbage. I wouldn't mind getting that, so I could just do a little more damage like this one. I could do a damage every turn with that, and that's 14 damage. That's nothing to, you know, shy away from. Let's see. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw this on you, and you're gonna give me that. Good, good. Okay, that's fantastic. Let's make sure we're not leaving anything behind. That's one of the things I've done to piss myself off on more than one occasion. A lot of really nice stuff in the story. Anyway, here's a nice shield, please. Thank you for your patronage. And have one of these. There you go. Tons of money. What is that? Uh-huh. I do like that one. It's not really good on this particular build. I'd rather have the Ring of Rage. But whatever. Uh-huh. That's all right. Yeah, the one dodge every turn is pretty great too, but it also kind of removes all of your block. So you better be ready in other ways. We could probably use that, but there's probably better ways for us to heal up Kiki, who's currently still sitting at 3 health. Everyone else is doing alright. Either way, you don't really have anything else I want, and I don't have anything else to sell your butt, so our business transaction is completed. Let's see what else we can do. We got more free experience down there. That's a green snail. And then we have a bunch of stuff over there. Porcupine. Let's go ahead and take them out, actually. I don't like snails because they just give you a whole lot of curses. I hate curses. Let's go ahead and summon the tea. It's going to be our first step on every one of you. Summon the tea. Alright, you. Throw axes at them. We have a little bit of damage coming in here. We also have a rat wolf, and they're one of the easiest enemies to deal with, so we're probably going to try to take out this entire team. As ill-advised as that could be. Let's go ahead and choose one of these. And then we'll have you go ahead and whack them. And I suppose you could shield yourself. You might as well use your free energy. We're going to go ahead and target this little guy here. The muskrat. Go and hit him with some more swords. Make sure I have enough shielding, and I do. It's always good to just double check. It's very easy to overlook a lot of things. He's going to do 8 damage. You're dying here with this particular turn, which is great. I like that. Why don't you go ahead and whack him for exactly 15. Then we'll throw our axes at him. And then you'll whack him. Yeah. See, everything's going well. Go and give him a zap, and then we'll give him a whap. And then we'll have pies and cakes as a family. Another one of those. I'm not really using this sucker anymore. You can hold on to this for now. I'll take this for the inevitability that it could be useful. We do have enough money that it could be useful if, and only if, the store is not full of hoopla. Weapons grade malarkey. Let's see if it is. Rage on a melee weapon. That would be pretty good. Let's see. Nothing right now. Well, let me look. It only has 1 forging. That is what I'd be putting it on. If I gave you those hatchets too, you could go pretty insane. That would probably be the winning play, and that's 30 on each, huh? We're gonna need that sort of power to take down the Rude Rooster, because he's a real asshole. Let me think about this. What do we got over here? Another one use! What you got? What you got? What you got? 4 damage for what? Lose 5 HP. You know what? I literally cannot lose 5 HP. So, yeah, just give me the 4 damage. You really want us to have this this whole cutting board, huh? I mean, if you want. Weapons in this row, that could be that could power that up even further. So now it's doing 17 damage. Suppose that's a good idea. Let's see. Where can we put this cutting board again? There you go. Do I care about this? This is your time. Enjoy. Actually, well, that can only be used once a turn. What do we got over here? I don't think I stopped here. Ah, yes. A rare item of the same type. Okay. This is a pretty high-risk maneuver if I did that with a sword. Do you have another... You do have another wooden sword in stock, and that'd be pretty cheap. That's really what I'd be going for here, is just a better weapon to forge. So I wouldn't want to spend a whole lot of money. That'd be an uncommon. That'd be 12, which would be a bit much. Let's go and sell this. How big is that? That's big enough we could put there. Let's roll the dice. Worst thing that happens is we get fucked and this playthrough never makes it, right? Let's see. Rare item of the same type. I want you to make this better. You gave me a scimitar, which makes adjacent or diagonal items, when they get destroyed, it gets +1 damage. But more importantly, it has 3 forgings on it. That is fantastic. That's exactly what I want. Thank you. You are one of the good ones. You can have this. Nothing's going to really get destroyed by this thing, but it does the same amount of damage. More importantly, we can get 2 shots of rage on this sucker, and it's going to be fantastic. There we go. So each time I hit someone with that sword, it's going to get... It should get a lot more powerful. We'll actually look at the actual numbers here right now. Because we got a lot of things to demonstrate it on. Let's go ahead and summon the Blinky. Let's summon you, the Kiki. And let's see, who are we attacking first? You, of course, are the bastard. So we'll go ahead and kill you first. Or target you first, anyway. So let's hit you with those. Let's go ahead and give you one of these. That's 28, so we're going to hit him for 17 damage. Now we're hitting him for 19 damage. And now we're hitting for 21 damage. So every turn, every time we use it, it just gets progressively more stupid. Go ahead and block a couple of times here. And then next turn, we will dispatch these little rascals with relative ease, probably. Let's go ahead and give you a zap, give you a whap. I could have done that more proficiently, but whatever. Whatever, man. It doesn't matter. We're too powerful to care. Ever been too powerful to care? I have. I was going to say, I thought that was a rare or a... There's a similar looking weapon that's a rare. Or maybe even a... That's also another good one for you. Because that one has 2 forgings on it. So I want to get that. We can get shivs anywhere. They're a very common item. So is this, though. We don't really have a whole lot of room for armor on our boy over here. Not that he really has any. Someday he could, though. Yeah, these only got 1 forgings on them, so they're not as great. But whatever, right? What do I want to take out of this room? Let's get some regen. I need to actually get Kiki back in relatively good shape. Maybe myself too, but I shouldn't be taking any damage from that. The only time I should be taking any damage is probably from curses, although if things go right, we'll run to a force that can give me energy, and then I will not have any issues. I'm going to take this just for no particular reason. Something to pick up. Do I heal? Yeah, I think healing is worthwhile here. I'm back to full health, just like that. Alright, what do we got over here? Just again. Block, slow enemy, yeah. So there's no energy there. The rage on melee weapon is the best thing we got. I don't think we can sell any more things to the guy. Let's go ahead and double check. Nope, he's... Give it back. He is done buying things. So I'm all tapped out, okay? Next time when we come back, we'll progress to our first boss, the Rude Rooster, and we'll see how that turns out. Join me for that.